Welcome to MILF.
I'm Courtney.
And I'm Jennifer.
And we are two moms into literary freedom.
Hey, Courtney. I'm so glad you're still here.
Why? What do you mean? Why wouldn't I be here?
We missed the rapture.
What? I missed the rapture?
There was a rapture yesterday, and apparently, I knew I was going to be here. I had a suspicion you'd still be here because, we curse a lot. We believe in science.
That makes
smut that we read.
Yeah, I do read a lot of smut. That makes a lot more sense now that because I was seeing people on Facebook were marking like still here from the rapture. I was like, I don't get it. What's going? So like, I honestly didn't know that this was a legit thing that people were like doing.
So I found out. Let's see. Yesterday was 23rd, right? That was supposed to be Rapture Day. And maybe some people did get raptured, and we just haven't noticed.
Like 1% of the population.
It's just a lot of people who thought they were going to get raptured.
They didn't.
Surprise, surprise. You're still here.
Does it say anywhere in the Bible that like September 23rd, 2025 is like Rapture Day?
No. Oh my God, I've been hearing about raptures my whole life.
I haven't.
No?
No.
Well, welcome to growing up religious.
I grew up in a very non-religious household where hell wasn't like a thing because my mom didn't want to scare us. So because she grew up being told that she would go to hell if she wasn't good. So she's like, no, there's no hell. Don't worry, you're fine.
You're fine. You're good. And there's no heaven apparently because we're still here. Hell, I believe, does exist, and we are living in it.
Right.
But yeah.
I just watched an episode of Angel where it was revealed that like hell was just where he was living because the whole episode was like, oh, he's gonna go to hell, and so he takes this elevator down to hell and then it opens back up where he's good. Like, yeah, seems right.
Makes sense. Yeah,
it's funny. Well, funny ha no, not funny ha. Well, I mean, on a serious note, I kind of feel bad for like younger kids or like younger people who are maybe like tricked into thinking that like being disappointed, like,
yeah,
not a fun way to live,
I can't imagine that many kids too are like, in my head, I'm thinking they're like, my parents are crazy.
I don't know. Kids are very impressionable. Like, yeah, it's either, I mean, I'm sure there's some that are like that. So it's either, oh, my parents are crazy or, what did we do wrong? Why didn't Jesus come save us?
So this is off topic. It is book related. I'm reading a book that literally has to do with that kind of like religious trauma that kids grow up with. It's like a romantasy. So, it's heaven and hell and, she dies and what happens afterwards. But pretty much it deals a lot like of stories of people who grew up religious and were, there's a case of a little girl in this book who's afraid that she's going to hell. Or no, she's like, I have to go to hell because that's what my, foster parents kept telling me, that I was a bad girl and I was going to hell. Right. And so it's highlighting how it's abusive. And it's a funny book. It's not meant to be very serious, but it touches
lighthearted.
It touches on little topics like that. And it's like, yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, that's like another reason why books are so important, because for me specifically, they act as not a mirror, but like a window into someone else's struggle, and helps me understand a little bit more, I don't know, what it would be like to grow up in such a religious household.
Yeah. Yeah.
And not all religious households are bad to grow up in, not saying that. Like,
I grew up religious, but my parents were never like, you're going to hell type of deal. It was just more like, be good because Jesus is watching, that sort of thing.
Yeah, the WWJD bracelet fad. I mean, that's one thing. It's like, it's one thing to be like, oh, what would Jesus do? It's another thing to be like, you're going to hell because Jesus saw you do that, but.
Right.
I did see something that makes a lot more sense now that you told me about the rapture is, the dictionary, Merriam-Webster, they posted, and it was a real post. I checked it. I was like, I don't understand this. And I thought it was like, oh, word of the day. It was like rapture comes from the word raptor, like the bird, right?
Okay.
Which, means to carry away, which makes sense.
Yes.
It's like, yeah, raptors carry things away. And then the caption was like, we hope that you don't get carried away today.
That's funny.
I was like, what?
It's funny. I love seeing when like
companies
and something like the dictionary.
Yeah, Merriam-Webster, I think is like pretty safe. Disney though, I don't know. They lost me for it. Even though they brought back Kimmel.
Yeah, a little too late.
Yeah, they lost me still. I already bought the Buffy DVDs and the Angel DVDs.
You're done.
So.
You don't need them anymore. Yeah, I'm good. ABC has been on my nerves for a little bit because they have been kind of bending the knee quite a bit to Trump.
Yeah.
And yeah,
well,
I was a little over it.
So those of you listening that maybe don't know exactly what happened, the FCC chair who was appointed by Trump, his something Carr, last name's Carr with 2 R's, not one. He basically threatened Disney to take away their money to not let them merge with like some other company. Like there was like a big merger.
Right. And they're taking over Paramount.
Something like that.
Something's happening.
No, I can't keep up. It's such a pain in the ass. This is not a junior episode, by the way.
No.
This episode we're going to be recovering Out of Darkness by Ashley Hope Perez. Because we have some big, exciting news about that. But I just needed to throw that out there because I've been cursing a lot. So.
Yeah. I know. I was like, ooh, I cursed. So I was about to.
No, we're not going to talk about the rapture on a junior episode.
Yeah.
But anyway, long story short about this stupid censorship thing, which is really just a distraction from the Epstein files, a distraction from Palestine, a distraction from just the whole shit show that's happening here. Essentially, I think Disney or ABC or whatever was afraid they weren't going to be able to do this merger, so they wanted to make whoever happy, and so they pulled Kimmel. And apparently, like, we pushed back enough for them to be like, wait a second, maybe this wasn't the best idea?
Right.
You said that people were canceling their Disney weddings?
Yes. So people were canceling their $150,000 Disney weddings.
Yikes.
I saw at least 2 people who were like, yeah, we canceled ours. And then I saw several people commenting like, we booked a $10,000 cruise, we canceled it. Several people commenting that. So I do believe that it is happening.
And I gotta tell you, if I go on a cruise, it will be a Disney cruise because every other cruise is subpar. Like,
really,
I've been on some really crappy cruises. I've heard horror stories of like the norovirus, because of the buffet and the food, and like poop water like filling up the bedrooms like on the lower floors, and like getting caught in storms, and like I don't know, I just don't understand cruises.
Right.
I don't get it.
I've never been on a cruise.
Well, I hear Disney cruises are the best ones, so
I will not be finding out. They're expensive. No,
they're not really worth it. I mean, think about it this way. My immigrants, I recently found out through some slight genealogical ancestor.
Wait a minute, what?
Jennifer's like, you're what?
Did you adopt some immigrants? What is going on?
I'm sorry. I do apologize. Maybe I should get that 3rd cup of coffee. This kombucha is not helping.
That was funny. That threw me way off. I was like, what is going on?
I'm so glad you said so. Don't ever let me keep going. My ancestors, I recently found out, were immigrants, is what I should have said. And this is related to Disney cruises, I promise. So I found out that they immigrated from Ireland, and Asia's still laughing at me.
Once I get going, all right.
My immigrants. I don't own any, I promise.
The white lady said it.
No, the white lady in the pumpkin spice.
Am I safe here?
Drinking the kombucha. Can I be
just grab my bags and go, because I don't know.
Listen, as long as I don't take you into the attic, it's fine. Are you done laughing at me now?
I am. I think I'll try.
But I don't know. I just think it's like, why would you want to be so concentrated on a boat like that?
Right.
It's always what I think. I'm like, this is what our ancestors felt, a lot in many different ways.
Yeah.
When they were coming over, and those are not happy stories. Like,
no.
Obviously, cruise is much more happy than that. But, like, I don't know. I'm not a fan of, like, concentrated people who can't get off of a vessel
right
very quick. Titanic.
I was going to say, Titanic. I saw Titanic, and I was like, I don't know if I want to do this.
Yeah.
It's a little scary.
People still do it, though.
Yeah. I mean, look, it looks fun. I will say, anytime I look to book one, and I see the rooms, I'm like, how is my big ass family gonna fit in a room like this?
So tiny. And they try and make it up to you by like making little animal shapes out of the towels.
Right.
That doesn't really help. Like,
no.
like, oh yeah, but they make little animals. They make an elephant out of the towel. Like, so it's still tiny. Like, they're
really
bunk beds.
Tiny.
Yeah.
And the bathrooms look really small.
Yeah.
I just imagine like showering, like, like this.
Yeah. The only fun I had was when we got off the boat and like explored wherever we went.
Yeah.
Like that. But anyway, enough about cruises. Weddings too, you were saying.
Weddings. People are just canceling their memberships, not renewing their passes. So
yeah, it's a lot of. Well, I wonder now. I mean, I feel like most people are gonna be like, well, I can, get Hulu again, but I'm not gonna get Hulu again. I mean, maybe. I mean, who knows? Maybe in a year from now.
I just canceled Hulu before this happened because I'm like,
everything's expensive too. It's like, and I don't watch it. Yeah.
No, like I literally spend my time reading, and that's where my money seems to go. And then my kids, they like to do like Netflix.
Netflix does not disappoint. I gotta say the diversity on Netflix is pretty awesome.
Yes, and then they recently donated to something. Gavin Newsom, I think.
Oh, really?
I think. Don't quote me on that.
Okay.
I just remember thinking, oh,
so I'm glad I didn't cancel
you guys.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Speaking of spending your money on other things, I got a PBS passport, which is only $5 a month. And you get a lot on PBS.
Yeah.
Because I was really disappointed when I thought, I was like, well, there goes National Geographic. Right. There goes all the documentaries because I'm nerdy and I love the documentaries, And someone told me to check out the PBS passport. And I think it's better in terms of nerdy documentaries.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're into that kind of, which you're not.
No, I'm not. But I mean, it's good to know.
Right. Yeah. But they have other stuff too. Like, they have like crime dramas, like British crime, which...
Well, now that you mentioned PBS, so sad news. I just heard, and again, mind you, where I get my information from is TikTok, so do not quote me on this. But that Seattle just let go all of their PBS journalists.
That's sad.
They just got laid off.
I'm not surprised. I mean, that doesn't sound outside the realm of possibility. But social media, there have been a few things that like. Just off the top of my head, it was reported that the man that died tragically in Mississippi, in the woods.
Yeah.
He was not black. He was white. Yeah, not Trey Reed, but the other one.
The other one.
Which I don't remember his name because there's just too much to remember these days. But he actually was a white houseless person, and it was reported that he was black,
right?
Which does matter in these types of stories, but it's really important, especially in today's world where there are so many stories,
right,
to double check and to wait and see, even though information is being withheld from us. So we can't like jump the gun and like we really want to know and we deserve to know, but we're not being told,
right? But it still matters too because he's not the only houseless person. There were also 2 shootings at encampments, right? Not encampments.
Yeah. I don't know. Houseless communities.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so this was right after the Fox host, which I don't even know his name, mentioned. Did you see that where he said that they should just euthanize them or something like that, put them down?
That same guy.
And he will not get canceled.
No. That same guy was calling for the arrest of any liberal that made an Antifa, which I don't even know if I'm saying that right because I'm not Antifa.
Well, Antifa just means you're anti-fascist.
Antifa is not an organization.
Right.
It doesn't make sense. So, but that same guy was, quoted for saying, anyone who speaks ill of Charlie Kirk should be arrested or something. And
give me a break.
Yeah, but it's okay to euthanize.
I am still
houseless people.
Annoyed by that. Why cannot? And I will say what Jimmy Kimmel said because I did not know. Right? I was like, what did he say?
He said they were just trying to blame it on the left.
He literally said nothing wrong.
No,
he didn't even talk about Charlie Kirk specifically.
He wasn't
but more how people were using his death for political reasons, which we saw that at his memorial, which I didn't really watch. I've just watched snippets.
I couldn't.
It was weird. It was a rally.
The fireworks as his grieving widow walks out on stage to me was mind-blowing.
And they sold merch. it was weird.
Wow.
Weird.
That's weird is a word. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, I didn't like the guy. I still don't like the guy. And I am like, that's offensive.
I keep getting people keep sending me videos about like different things that he said, like he said that women shouldn't be teachers because young men don't like to listen to women. He literally said that. He said it's a problem there's too many women teachers in education and young men don't like to listen to women. So that's like what, like all I keep seeing are just these stupid, horrible things that he has said in the past.
Right.
And that's going to be his legacy.
And it's always like, put it in context. What fucking context makes it good? Context. Yeah. And I saw also like a meme going around when Mr. Rogers passed away. No one had to justify what he said. Yeah. No one had to put any of his words in context. No. So yeah, you know, when you constantly have to tell me, oh, put it in context, he says some fucked up shit.
Yeah, definitely.
No way around it. Just none.
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole memorial thing was really weird. The hug. Did you see the hug?
No.
When his wife hugged Trump, it was really weird, and he made like this weird. I don't know. It's all very weird. And apparently, when she was 17, having no prior like pageant experience, she joined and won Miss America, which was under Trump at the time.
Bullshit.
And so she was employed by Trump. So it's kind of weird, that connection back then, and that now she married Charlie Kirk. I don't know. It's just the conspiracies, you know, are starting to go away with that.
Small group of racist people. Yes. Small circle. But, you know, I still am like wondering what is the factual information on Lance Twiggs, who's the boyfriend of Tyler Robinson, who shot Charlie Kirk.
Okay.
Because, and I've said this before, but like, democracy does not work without transparency.
Right.
And we are not being, not just with this, you know, Charlie Kirk situation, but with what happened today in Dallas at the ICE detention facility.
I have not heard of that. Okay, remember, I came straight from work, so I have no clue what's going on.
I feel like it, and there's evidence that backs this up, that, you know, we're not being told the truth. And if anything, we're being told, you know, outright lies. Right. So like, and I'm not going to say that I believe this, but the text message conversation between Robinson and Twiggs, which was supposedly the trans roommate who was also his boyfriend.
Right.
It was
or girlfriend, really.
Well, yeah, I think
the thing is, but they keep saying the biologically male boyfriend. No, it was his girlfriend because she was trans.
I don't know, but that's the thing. That's not even confirmed. Right. Yeah.
Assuming that that's what it is, that she is trans, right, or that they are trans.
Yeah.
Then it's a she, not a he.
I think this story there was that they were in the middle of transitioning, but yeah, she would apply for sure. Right. Yeah. But anyway, like I keep looking and there's no update. There's no statement from Twiggs. There's no statement from the mother. There's no statement from anybody.
Right.
It's just like, oh, here's this really convenient text message transcript that we're going to give you, and then we're not going to give you anything else, and then we're going to hope that you forget and move on to the next thing.
And who releases evidence like that before a trial?
Super fishy. Yeah.
Super fishy. No. And then the context of the texts are so weird.
Yeah.
Kids do not text like that, especially a guy who like spends so much time online.
You were the one that put this in my head. You said it sounded like AI wrote it.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or like some 60-year-old man.
Yeah. A failed attempt, like a 60-year-old man asking AI to create a conversation between two lovers.
Right.
Like I can just see someone sitting there saying, okay, two lovers, one's trans. Don't make it too super obvious, but include these three things
and make sure to confess at least twice.
Location of rifle, what was engraved on the bullets, and whatever. Like that's just it. And I know there's no evidence that proves this right or wrong, but that's the point. Is there's no Kash Patel, whatever that guy's name is not coming out and saying this is what we know. We can't tell you everything, but here's what we can tell you. There's nothing like that. Now, fast forward to today, okay? A white young man, 29 years old, Joshua John, Jahn, opened fire on a ICE facility in Dallas, killed two, what do you want to call them?
detainees,
I guess. I don't know. Prisoners.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. Anyway, I'm just really mad because two were killed and I think one was injured. And then the killer shot himself. And so 3 total, right?
Okay.
And all of the Republican, leaders or whatever came out and condemned this act of violence, not against the detainees,
right,
but against ICE. They're saying this was an attack on law enforcement, and this is what happens.
So they're trying to blame the left.
Yes.
Again.
Yeah. Oh, you don't even know.
Right,
Okay.
of course.
Laura Loomer.
Oh, I hate that woman.
She released something on X, and it was like a background check for this Joshua John, the shooter, okay? And it said, that he was arrested for marijuana charges, whatever. Tried to, like, connect marijuana, like, frequent marijuana use with, like, violence, which...
Oh, my God.
No.
Give me a break. Like, shut up.
And then had, like, his profile picture was the communist flag. Okay. And there was, like, a quote, something comrade. It was, like, nice something comrade. It was, like...
Do you know how many Republicans in Flagler County say shit like that?
So here's the thing. Republicans, especially extremist MAGA Republicans, equate Antifa with communism.
Right.
And they equate us with communism. Like, I was called a commie.
Right.
Several times when I was running for school board. And, I mean, it was comical.
Yeah.
How much they called me a commie. And I'm just like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I've never once identified with communism.
Right.
But that's the thing is, there's a history lesson here, but back to Laura fucking Loomer, who, it seems as though she doctored this background check image because it fucking says it in the top left-hand corner, last updated September, what's the date?
24th? What's today?
I don't even know what the date is.
24th.
And so there's like all these comments like, what's going on with the update? Like, why does it say it's last updated, And then there were bullet casings at the scene that said anti-ICE. And it was like someone took a blue permanent marker, wrote anti-ICE on one of the bullets, and they were lined up in like a perfect little row of 4 on the concrete. And a picture was taken and released to the public.
Again, weird.
Yeah, super weird.
Super weird.
Super weird. Like someone just Sharpied the shit out of that and was like, yeah, it was the left. So
yeah, they're trying really hard. And they're erasing evidence, or not evidence, statistics that show that it's far right extremists that do a lot of these crimes. But no, now it's all just left.
And
they want to start a civil war so bad.
For the record, too, like they're white men.
Right.
It's in this Josh guy. And I tried to look up his voter registration because I have his birthday. It took some digging, but I discovered, his I'd like entered April because I know he was born in April, so I did April 1 through 30. I did it 30 times. Guess when his birthday is? I started with 1.
31st.
30.
30.
No, there's
no 30. I don't know. Listen, I gotta
days.
do, what is it? 1 month 30, 1 month.
I don't even know that. I don't know that. But no, so it was April 30th.
We're really smart over here,
I know,
guys.
right? Anyway, so I looked up his voter registration. Texas doesn't make you pick one. And unless, so like I couldn't figure out what his registration was. But anyway, that's the point. It's like there's no transparency here. No one's like saying, the truth.
Texas
because
too, which is very very red. Not always, not major cities.
But that's the thing. This is the only evidence that this guy, and I just can't even believe that we're talking about a separate shooting right now.
Right.
Like, and that 2 people died. And it's just so sad. And these people were like, they were already going through a traumatic experience. And now their families are, and now you got to wonder, like, are those immigrant families who know that they have a loved one in Dallas somewhere, it's like, was it my loved one?
Right. And ICE is not forthcoming with information.
No.
Currently, how many, I don't know the numbers. 1,200. Okay. You know where I was going with this. Alligator, Auschwitz, shut down. And I think there's only like 600 people that have been identified where they are. And there's like over 600 people who've just disappeared, and there's
I'm sure they were deported.
No information on them.
That's terrible.
Like, how does that happen?
That's awful. I just don't.
That's very, what do you call that? silver lining to think that they've been deported.
Yeah.
I don't even think that.
I know.
I just
What do you think then?
I don't know, but I don't trust this administration to do anything decent.
Well, yeah, I mean, when I said deported, my immediate thought was like to like a far off
to another country,
West African country where they don't have any resources to be able to make their way to a safer place. I don't know.
Right. That, I mean, yeah.
I don't know. So, like we said earlier, this episode is not about a new book. We are I don't know why I gotta fix this mic. We're going to talk about Out of Darkness. Do you remember when we covered that?
Last year, because I think we did it also
October.
for Hispanic Heritage Month, which started on the 15th.
Was it 2024 or 2023?
Have we been around that long?
I think so. I know. You'd think that we'd be more popular.
Hold on. I can tell you, based on my good reads.
I don't have it with me, but it was like a really meaningful book to me. Like, I still remember staying up all night to finish it, and how just like sad it was, but how good of a book it was.
Right. And it was a really good book.
So perfect timing for Hispanic Heritage Month while Jennifer looks that up, but also for what we're about to announce, which we are actually going to have a book club through Defense of Democracy, who are participating in Banned Books Week, which is October 5th through the 11th, and the American what's ALA?
American Library Association.
Is it library or it's not literary? Whatever.
I'm pretty sure it's library.
Library, yeah, I think so. Association, does Banned Book Week every year, and the theme is, 1984, Big Brother, which is fitting. But
oh my God, it was 2023.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
That's one, kind of cool that we've been doing it this long. Two, we need to turn this into a full-time thing. So if we can monetize this, help us monetize this.
That would be nice.
So yeah, that's crazy. So what do you remember about the book? Because we are going to talk with the author on Monday, October 6th at 6 p.m. Okay. I'm going to put that on our socials. Monday, October 6th, 6 p.m. Ashley Hope Perez is going to be in a Zoom call with us. It's our first book club, Out of Darkness.
That's exciting.
I'm so excited.
You've got more details, so I'm kind of learning a lot of these details right now. Yeah, so that's awesome.
I'm telling Jennifer what she's doing, and she's totally okay with it, right?
I'm like, I have plans that day. I'm sorry.
I was like, can you do this? Because, I had a connection through Defense of Democracy. And she's like, this is the only time and day I can do. I'm like, okay.
We'll make it work.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm sick that day. I can't go to work.
But I'm excited to talk to her.
I'm kidding, by the way. Please don't fire me.
But yeah, I mean, what do we say to her?
Oh my gosh, yeah. That's kind of cool. Yeah. I've never talked to an author like that.
Like she's a real big time author.
Yeah, she's the real deal.
She's like legit. This should be enough time for those listening that want to start reading the book.
Yes.
Check it out on Cloud Library, which is an app you told me about.
Yes.
Or Libby, if it's on there. Probably not. I don't know.
Maybe no. Libby might have it.
It depends on your library.
Hoopla too.
Okay.
Yeah. It also true. Yeah. It depends on your library.
Yeah. It's kind of a long book, but oh my God, such a good book.
The audio is really good for it too. I remember that. Mm-hmm. I do a lot of audio, and I'm pretty sure I did the audio for that one too.
Okay. So basically the book is, and without giving too much away, like a love story, but it's like forbidden love in that it's a, his name is Wash, a black boy and a Mexican girl.
White passing.
Oh, because she's half Mexican.
Yes. She's not as white passing, but the rest of her family is. Uh-huh. The mother passes away and she moves in with her younger siblings' father.
And the younger siblings are not white passing.
They are white passing.
They are too?
The dad is white to the younger siblings.
Oh, that's right. So it's so they have different dads.
Yes. So she does look more Mexican or Hispanic.
And it's not her biological dad. So anyway, it's like a love story between these two teenagers, and it's such a sweet, innocent, beautiful love, right? Yeah. And like with the siblings too, it's like a little family. And it is
historical fiction, but it has some references to real historical things that happened.
Well, yeah, it's about the explosion of the New London School in Texas.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
In 19...
40, 30...
the late 30s, I want to say, but it was an accidental explosion, right? But it leads up. It's like it leads you up to the day,
Yeah.
and it's like so riveting that you're like just like what's gonna happen, because the book opens up with the description of the explosion,
Right.
and so the whole time you're reading the book, you have it in the back of your mind that there's this explosion, and you want to know who died, who survived, like what is it gonna be a happy ending. All the meanwhile, there's like it's just dripping with racism,
right,
and oppression and injustices, but like this beautiful love story comes out of it,
and it also brings up religious trauma.
It does.
So there's that aspect to it as well. It touches on a lot of things, and the book is just really, really good.
And there's a cat. You remember the cat?
I do.
Oh, and the siblings are twins.
Yes.
Oh my god, I don't know, like to have read a book 2 years ago and still remember like the details of the characters and the little kitten and like oh god, it was such a good book. Definitely.
And it does come with trigger warnings, so I mean, like obviously if you're sensitive to certain things, do look at the triggers, but it is a really, really good book. And like we said, topics that are important for kids to be reading about, learning about, and just everything.
I would say it's for more mature readers.
I mean, high school.
Yeah.
I think anyone in high school.
Yeah, definitely high school. What was I gonna say?
I would even be okay with my 13, 14-year-old daughter to reading it. But she's got the maturity, I think, to read something like that.
Yeah, I would have a conversation with a younger teen and just say, hey, just so you know, going into this kind of, there's going to be some sad parts.
Right.
And it's not like wrapped up with a neat little bow at the end, but it's important because, life doesn't always have a happy ending.
Right.
And it's a heavily censored book, I think, because of the way the author so beautifully kind of tells the truth. Like, she paints a realistic picture of what it was like to be not white in that time.
Yeah. And even though it sounds like it's a graphic book, it's not really that graphic. No. In the sense of like the nitty gritty stuff, it's not graphic. It's you use your imagination and connect the dots.
I do remember the end
is a little, that one is a little hard to read. That was,
I would say, heartbreaking.
Right.
More than it was graphic.
Yes.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't mean to paint it as a graphic book at all, but it was heartbreaking.
That's what it is. Yeah.
And it's important to feel those, like, you got to put yourself in those people's shoes. And I don't know, as a white woman who has immigrants in her attic,
right.
I should know better.
Attic. I was gonna say basement. I was thinking
we're in Florida. There's no basements here.
I don't know.
My garage.
I don't have attics either. Not real ones.
I have 2 attics.
Really?
Yeah, I have a walk-in attic.
She's rich, y'all.
I want to turn that attic. I want to turn the walk-in attic into a recording studio.
Ooh.
But I don't have any money, so.
Okay, she's not that rich.
Go fund me. Yeah, right. Anyway, and the other attic is just where the air conditioning lives. But, let's talk about how it was banned. Because you remember, like, the mom that put this book on the map for us? For a lot of people.
Wait. Is this the one that has something to do with anal?
Yes.
Okay. I don't remember, but I remember.
Calico something or other.
It was
Yeah, you remember? We're talking height of book bans and school board meetings.
So if you want more information, like I said, it's in the episode.
Yeah, go listen to our episode. That's a good idea. Yeah. We'll put the link real quick.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to just click on it.
And if you don't want to read the book, we really think you should. But
I think we like give a lot of spoilers in the episode.
Yes.
You could just listen to us ramble about the book because we spoil the shit out of it. That was when Jennifer's like, should we spoil, like telling me to stop spoiling the book. I finally have seen the light.
Right now we try not to say as much about the book so you'd want to read it. But yeah,
and because it's really hard to recap a book.
It is. It's a lot. We're like going on hour 3. No, that one wasn't that long. But
oh, remember when we did Nowhere Girls? We had to split that up into 2 episodes.
That was a really good book, though.
That was a good book.
Yeah, it's still one of my favorites.
Yeah. That is, well, Out of Darkness is one of my favorites. Yeah. I mean, because I love historical fiction.
Yes.
I've said that before in this. Last Night at the Telegraph Club, which is actually right behind you, by Melinda Lowe. And then all of the Earth's Children series. Well, that's not historical fiction. That's more like an anthropological fiction. I'm telling you, I'm a huge nerd.
Right. I remember you telling me about those books.
There's another one that I was like, I really like the historical fiction, but oh, my sister just read one about the Vietnam nurses, like the women.
Oh, Hannah.
Yeah.
It's a popular book.
It's just called The Women or something.
The Women.
Yeah.
It's by Hannah
Yeah, she's real popular.
Real popular. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've been wanting to read it, but I'm not big on historical fiction. Okay.
This one,
I hear great things.
I was gonna read it, but then, so I'm at Costco, and my sister calls me like 3 times a day. I answer once every like 3 days or something, because like I not that I don't want to, I'm just busy, right? So
does she listen? Because now she's gonna know that you send her to voicemail.
She can't listen. No, she gets sick of hearing me. Well, because when she calls me, I don't talk, she talks.
Okay.
So she wouldn't listen to me talk for like an hour. But anyway, she called me. I was at Costco, and I had my AirPods in. I sound like an old lady. And she told me the entire trip I was at Costco, start to finish, this book.
She spoiled it for you.
I was like, I'm not going to read it, Lindsay. I have so many other books to read, you know. So I know everything that happened, and let me tell you, it is a roller coaster.
I've heard. Yeah. I've heard. She's got a few books, and she did just come out with a special edition. Not just, it's been a while. So I did consider getting it because I'm not a snob, but I love special editions, like with
so do I.
The sprayed edges.
Yeah.
They're so pretty. I love pretty books. Mm-hmm. If it's pretty, I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah, I got the 1984 special edition.
I didn't know there was one.
Oh yeah, there's
I got the regular paperback.
Yeah, no, it's a hardcover. I got it at a bookstore in Michigan.
Okay.
Which nice. I am gonna read that one, but it's not as exciting as the other ones.
Yeah. See, I'm afraid because it's 1984 to me is historical fiction too.
Is it though? No, it's dystopian. It's dystopian.
It's dystopian,
yeah,
right? Yeah. Which also, like, that's also, like, I'm living.
I know.
I feel like a dystopian novel already. I don't.
But it's a classic, you know.
It is a classic.
Have to, like, check it off our list.
And I hear it is relevant to what we're living now. Like, it's very.
Yeah.
You know, it's like. So I get it. Mm-hmm. But I'm also like, I'm living it. Do I want to read about it too?
You know what else is like that is the movie Idiocracy.
But that one's funny, right?
Right. We could just watch that and cover that. Well, anyway, let's talk about more news, because this episode really is, you know, technically Out of Darkness. We're basically telling you to go listen to the episode. But also, I want to talk about Tylenol and autism.
Oh my God, yes.
Because that is so fucked up. First, they came for our reproductive choice of having a child. Then
birth control.
Now they're coming for birth control and saying that is abortion, which fuck no, it's not.
Right.
And now they're saying, well, you have to be miserable while you're pregnant.
Right.
And you can't take you can't take ibuprofen. I know that.
Right.
So I took Tylenol all 3 pregnancies. Guess what? None of my kids have autism. So there you go. There's three for your study.
Right. But, yeah, I'm sure I took it too for all of mine.
Yeah, I got lots of headaches, and I would take it a lot. But you know what I saw recently that was interesting is, you know, Tylenol is used for fever reducing.
Right.
And so there's this thing called, you know, in the science world, we say correlation or causation, right? They're not the same thing, right?
Right.
And so when you have a pregnant woman who is prone to seizures, and she's taking Tylenol, and then ends up having a child who has autism, it's not necessarily the Tylenol. It could be did I say seizures or fevers? I meant fevers.
Okay.
Sorry. I really needed that 3rd cup of coffee. Prone to fevers, right? The fever, I'm not saying the fevers cause autism. It could be like something else is going on there. But anyway, that's correlation, not causation.
Right.
Right. And on top of that, Tylenol or acetaminophen, which I can say very easily. Right. You know, have you seen that video?
I did. And I want to make fun of him for it, but I sometimes butcher the words too, so
You're
I'm not
the
going
fucking
to.
president of the United States.
No, right.
Anyway, acetaminophen back in the 50s was known as paracetamol, which I don't know if I'm saying that right. Paracetamol, whatever. And paracetamol wasn't available, or acetaminophen was not available until the 50s.
Right.
Autism has been around longer than
a lot longer.
Like,
yes. Since like
I think in other countries,
1911, I think
1911, but that is from a
Wrong.
social media post that was actually inaccurate, which is why it's like if you're gonna post something, you're on the quote good side, right?
Yes.
And you're gonna make a meme, like you need to make sure it's accurate.
Yes.
You know, it's one thing to just kind of like be like us on the podcast and accidentally say something. We're not making a fucking meme and getting 3 million views on it.
And I always tell you, like, I'm not sure if this is accurate because I'm not sure.
Right. Well, so the thing that you saw, 1911, it was someone was just a doctor or whatever was describing a schizophrenic patient, and said that the autism was like a symptom of their schizophrenia or something, or like the characteristics of autism. So it wasn't.
But they already had autism, the word
exactly.
There. So it's pre 1911 then.
Right. No, that's what I was going to say. Is there are different parts of the world where in the late 1800s.
Okay.
Maybe even if autism wasn't the word that was used, it was like a condition that listed all the symptoms of autism.
Okay.
Not schizophrenia, not paranoia, not bipolar. Like we're talking just, you know, the autistic symptoms, right?
Right.
They are different, you know. So yeah, anyway, that's my rant. I'm just really mad about that.
Yeah, so Tylenol couldn't cause it because it didn't exist.
Correct.
At the time.
You're
like,
correct.
I mean, why are we taking medical advice from Trump and RFK Jr.? Like,
so we've got the drug addict, RFK Jr. We've got the TV doctor, Dr. Oz.
Dr. Oz.
We've got the TV show host / he's so many things. Bloated orange Fanta, accused, alleged rapist, convicted felon. Rapist. Oh, by
right? Carol
Jean.
E-Jean, right? Carol E-Jean.
E-Jean.
We're so bad with names.
Well, that's complicated because he was ordered to pay her something for assault.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's rape. Yeah. Well, yeah, look that up. You know, arm yourself with knowledge. We don't have to look everything up for you. But it's kind of crazy, like, to be on a podcast and worry about, like, you know, censorship and, you know, not that we're anywhere near Jimmy Kimmel level.
Right. We're not on their radar.
But the Antifa stuff is concerning.
Yes. Yeah. Because, you know, they're just going to plaster Antifa on everybody they don't like.
We're going to be, anyone who's left is labeled Antifa, right? But we are not Antifa, but we are anti-fascist.
Right.
Which is what Antifa is.
Right.
And if you say I'm anti-Antifa, you know what? That's a double negative. That means you're a fascist.
Exactly. Exactly. Like, this timeline is crazy.
Do you know since I'm such a history nerd, actually I don't know.
And I don't know it.
Yeah. You don't know.
Sure. I don't even know what you're going to say, but I know I don't
know. Where Antifa came from.
No.
Okay. No. Well, I mean, I don't know the details. I know some details. Basically, it was there were 3 let's see, what do we want to use the word here? I don't know, let's just say groups, right? Beliefs, political beliefs, right? There were the Nazis, there was Antifa, and then there were the liberals. Okay. And what was left in the Western world were the liberals. That's where liberalism came from. Okay. The Antifa, anti-fascism, they were communists. So that's why.
That's right. Where.
So it wasn't just communists, but it was like communists and socialists, and there's another word I can't think of right now, but there were like 3 of them: the communists, the socialists, and then someone else. But this was like during World War II, right? And they were like, we're against authoritarianism, fascism, and then communism kind of took a hard turn, right? And now the American government, since the 50s, has been scaring American citizens into thinking that, like, you know, communism is evil, when really it was a few people who kind of ruined communism for just like everything. Yeah, they were extremists. Yeah. Not saying that, you know, our government should be a communist government. Right. I believe in democratic socialism.
Me too.
Which is completely different. But the extreme right is going to scare you into thinking that they're not different, and that us left-leaning people want to bring back communism. Right. Like, I'm trying to think of, I don't even fucking tell you the name of a communist, because I don't.
China?
I mean,
China considered communist?
Yeah, but I mean like a leader.
Like, a leader.
Because I don't know. I mean, like, how are you gonna like label someone like us Antifa when we can't even tell you the name of a communist leader?
And then they mentioned China like it's really bad, and then when the whole TikTok ban, the first one was happening, everyone joined Red Note. If you remember that, and then we're like, damn, they live pretty well.
Oh, I didn't join Red Note, so I don't know. No.
Nice ass houses.
Yeah.
Like they have decent lives.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, maybe it's not so bad. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I am Antifa.
Listen, all I know is that there are like 3 countries that censor media: Russia, North Korea, and the United States of America.
Yeah.
There's probably a 4th one in there, but I don't know.
Right. 3 major ones. Yeah. We'll just leave it at that so we don't look so dumb.
This is not a history podcast.
And she's a history buff. So
I'm not a history buff.
Count on her for the
I read historical fiction.
But there's always some truth in there, you know?
Yeah, but I don't remember it.
I mean, it is fiction after all, but you know.
I'm a science teacher.
Okay, so science and history and math.
Math? What?
She's a teacher.
No.
Don't count on me for shit.
I'm not allowed to help my 2nd, 3rd grader. She's in 3rd. I'm not allowed to help her with math anymore.
No?
No.
I
got it wrong.
But that's because it's new math.
New math is so hard. It's called number sense.
And it makes no sense.
It does make. We were taught all the shortcuts. It's like carry the 1.
Right.
You know, like memorize all your multiplication facts. But like this is like you have to actually understand multiplication.
Right.
I know 6 times 6 is 36.
And how we got there doesn't matter. We know it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk about the flotilla.
There's another one. I know that. And I know that
it's huge.
It's huge?
Yeah. Like lots of European countries are coming to help the flotilla get to Gaza, but it's 6 days away. And it was attacked last night.
I did see that. I saw that they were like being like not cyber attacked. But
if only it was cyber. It was
right.
The drones.
Mind wars. Or mind games. Is what
really?
They're like playing what is it? ABBA? The band ABBA? Band? Yeah. Okay. They keep playing that on their speakers and stuff like that because it's a Swedish band and
wow. Well, there were actual like flares being thrown
from drones,
at them.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see that too.
I'm following it pretty closely because our media isn't covering it. Which we all know why now. Right. You know, after the whole Kimmel, I keep wanting to say Jimmy Fallon.
I know, they're both Jimmys.
Whatever. They're both nerdy comedian white boys named Jimmy.
Right.
But after the whole Kimmel thing, it's so obvious now. It's like, well, I didn't rely on the news on ABC or NBC or even CNN. Now I definitely don't.
No. It's hard to believe it now.
I follow them on Instagram. Like it's direct source.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's what I saw on TikTok. He was literally from the flotilla. It was if you
want to know who it is, just go to our MILF for Books Instagram page, and I repost their stories like every day.
Perfect. So there you go.
Yep.
And that's for now because TikTok is gonna be sold to an American company.
Oh yeah.
So.
And speaking of social media, like we are trying to make it here. Like we're trying to I don't know what we're trying to do, but we're trying to just stay alive, right?
Right.
It is so hard for like content creators who are like us at the level that we're at because like we'll put up a video, it'll get like 1,200 views or likes or whatever, and then the next one will have like 1.
Right.
And it doesn't make any sense. Like I know I have more than 1, you know.
Yeah.
And the other one we put up recently when we did like the handshaking thing.
Yeah.
That did really well on YouTube, but it said it was limited. Even though it did, weird. It was like one of our top, ranked videos, even though it was, like it just doesn't. My point is social media doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Not to us old people, at least.
No, it's not the way that it used to be.
Yeah.
And I know that makes me sound really old, but I think that young people would agree in that like there's no rhyme or reason to it.
Right.
It's
I've never understood it, and so I understand it less now.
Well, I think at the beginning it was like just post content and hashtags and popular songs and like you'll get a lot of likes. But now it's like even if you post a popular song and like hashtags, it's like if I post like the hashtag women's rights, like is that going to get censored?
Maybe.
Or in like certain words,
but I'm not even talking like
curse words. I'm talking like
Oh yeah, like saying like Trump or something.
Or abortion.
Right.
Like I can't even say the word abortion because it'll just get completely.
You can't say sexual assault.
Yeah.
You can't say
and rape. They're acting like they're protecting people from seeing the word abortion, learning about how our rights are being taken away. Like how are you're protecting them from knowledge?
Yeah, it's really it's weird. And it's going to get worse once an American company owns it.
Yeah. Well, we're doing the best that on all the platforms. TikTok is our best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's might not be anymore. Anyway. My God, yeah, Instagram, get with it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, stop being haters on Instagram.
We have more followers on YouTube, and we've been on Instagram for 4 years.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
This is just where we start bitching about it.
I know. What else should we talk about? I don't know. Well, let's go back to the whole, book club thing. Be on the lookout for that. We'll put that on our social media. There's a link where you can sign up, so that you can be a part of the book club, on October. Did I say that? Yeah, October 6th. Right? Which is a Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. And you can join and ask questions to the author, and talk to us about the book. And then hopefully after that, we can do another one.
Yeah, that sounds exciting. I'm excited for that one.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm sure there's tons of other stuff that we could talk about, but I think maybe we should, I don't know.
Yeah, we could end it there.
Yeah.
I think we've talked a lot. So with that.
Don't ban books.
Ban bigots.
That's good. Do you want to go home or do you want to do a map for fallacy? It's okay if you want to go home. Yeah. I'm right there with you.
This episode has been engineered and mixed by your hosts, Jennifer and Courtney.
You can listen to the Milford Books podcast on iHeartRadio, Apple, Spotify, or literally any podcast app you want.
Check out our Milford Books YouTube page. That's MILF, 4, Books. And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Follow the show on Instagram, Threads, Facebook, and Blue Sky at MILF for Books. Again, that's MILF, 4, Books. But follow us on TikTok at Moms Into Literary Freedom.